everyone, it's me, the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United for Saturday morning mumble. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'll be previewing the Sunderland versus Manchester United game that's taking place tomorrow at the Stadium of Shite. Well, it is when David Moyes is there anyway. Tomorrow in the Barclays Premier League. It's not the Barclays Premier League anymore. It's tough to get that out of your head, isn't it? It is for me anyway. It's the Premier League. It's just the fucking Premier League now. Anyway, Sunderland are having absolute nightmares. They're languishing right down there near the bottom of the table. They're having absolute double daymares, as you would expect with a ginger goblin like David Moyes in charge of them. Really not doing too well. I don't think they've scored in the last 6 games. Manchester United undefeated in 20 in the Premier League, so you would expect us to be able to go to Sunderland and put in a good result, get a good result, and I think we're going to do that. I mean, Sunderland are just absolutely bag of shite. You're getting slapped in the morning, you're getting slapped in the morning, you're getting slapped in the morning. That's David Moyes to his missus last night. No? Okay. Why are Sunderland called the Black Cats anyway? What's that all about? The last couple of games Manchester United have played in the Premier League have been absolutely Kieran dire. Proper Kieran. Not good enough. Draw against West Brom was an absolute shambles. The draw against Everton was an absolute masterclass of the mundane. It was like we were playing with David Moyes as our manager, or possibly Louis van Gaal, or maybe a mixture of the both, like some horrible Scottish/Netherlands like ginger hybrid. We drew against West Brom, poor performance. Drew against Everton, poor performance. But listen, Sunderland, they are really gash-tastic. They're really bad. They're really struggling. And they've got that ginger goblin, David Moyes, in charge of their side, who's more concentrated on slapping women about than winning football games. So I think Manchester United have got a real good chance to go there and put 4 past Sunderland. That's what I think. I think it could be a battering. As I say, Sunderland haven't scored in the last 6 games, but just goes to show you the sort of shit slump that they're in. They do have that man Jermaine Defoe up top though, who is a goal machine. Without him, I think they'd pretty much already be relegated already this season. So Jermaine Defoe, you've got to watch out for him. He's a natural finisher and very good player, of course, even if he's 34 or whatever he is. But I think Manchester United should have enough to just shut down Jermaine Defoe. They've got to supply Jermaine with the service, which I don't think they're really going to do. Manchester United, we've got the players now. We've got Zlatan back in the side here. We've got Pogba back in the side here, who needs to put in a good performance, after another drab display in the second half of the last game. And he's coming back from injury, but he's got to start justifying that £89 million price tag. I think he can do that. This is the perfect game for him. I'm pretty sure if you stuck me in there with 10 other top quality United players, we'd still beat Sunderland. So, Paul Pogba, sort your freaking life out, pal. Don't get me wrong, I think Paul Pogba's a top-class player. He just needs to start performing like a top-class player. He's not done it enough times this season, not consistent enough. Really disappointing, in fact, especially considering all the hype that was surrounding him, the unbelievable performances he had in a Juventus shirt, and the fact that we did break the world record to bring in this player who we were hoping was going to be the catalyst for us going on to win the Premier League title this season. Quite frankly, that's what I thought at the start of this season. I thought he was that good. Well, after 20 games, 20-odd games, whatever it is we've played now, Paul Pogba, I can say, is absolutely bang average dog-turned shite. I mean, he has provided a lot of sort of goal-scoring opportunities for his teammates. Maybe they've not put them away. Maybe we've been talking a little bit differently about Paul Pogba. But it's not just about the stats, I don't think. I think you can see how he's performing in games. He does give the ball away from time to time. He makes silly errors. He has wayward passing sometimes. He doesn't look like a well-oiled machine of a player who can justify that sort of price tag. But there you go. He's got a lot of growing left to do. He's still only young. He's got to start performing now, though, because we need a match winner. We don't have enough of them. You look at the world-class talents in our side, we've only got a couple. I think it's Zlatan Ibrahimovic, world-class. David De Gea. You can argue Henrik Mkhitaryan's bordering on the world-class. And Paul Pogba last year, you would have said the same, but not right now. So he's got to start proving that he is a world-class player. If you're £89 million, you've got to be one of the best players in the world. He's not playing like it at the moment. So sort your freaking life out, Paul! I mean, in the last game, I thought Luke Shaw had a really good game, actually, when he came on. Good positive performance from him. He of course, got us the equaliser effectively at the end there with his shot. So he already had an impact in that game. But after the game, Jose's criticised him a big one. He said he would pretty much not be doing any of that stuff if I wasn't on the touchline, if he wasn't on my side of the pitch, and I wasn't yelling instructions at him, telling him exactly what to do. I mean, that is quite insulting, isn't it? That's basically like saying, Luke Shaw, you've got the footballing brain of a lemming. You don't know what to do, pal. So unless I'm telling you exactly what to do, you can't do it because you're thick as fuck. That's what I took from it. It seemed a bit harsh, but You know, I think maybe it is the time for Luke Shaw to really knuckle down, really try hard, really give his all for the team and prove the manager wrong. Huge player for us this season who we missed in the last game, who was rested. Antonio Valencia should be coming back into the side to play in the game against the Sunderland tomorrow. He's been one of our better performers all season long, if not the best performer. Him and Zlatan, I would say, are pretty much head and shoulders above the rest. But in terms of consistency, you've got to give it to Antonio Valencia. I love that little Ecuadorian bloke. So it's a battle of two of the best managers in the world of football tomorrow. Can't even keep a straight face. David Moyes on one side, the ginger goblin himself, versus Jose Mourinho, the Portuguese Mr. Bean. There's going to be some slapsies on the touchlines, lads. I can feel it. He's got a lot of resentment towards United, I would imagine, anyway, David Moyes, based on, you know, how we got rid of him. It didn't really work out for him at United. Maybe he wasn't given enough time at United. Louis van Gaal was given a lot more time, even though it wasn't really better. So why do you think that is? I mean, I guess if you just know you've got a shit, then you've got to go and get it out of you. Basically, so, yeah, David Moyes, he's not good. Sorry about that analogy, by the way. It's disgusting. So I'm expecting a comfortable victory for Manchester United tomorrow against the Black Cats over in Sunderland at the Stadium of Shite. Do you think it's going to be a raucous victory for United? I'm telling you now, though, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 0-0 board draw right now, the way things are going. We can't seem to win a game for love nor money. We've got certain players underperforming, and Manchester United just have to start doing it. I mean, this is the perfect opportunity for us to do it, because Sunderland are a shit team at the end of the day. They're not up to the standard of Manchester United, no way. They're probably going to get relegated this season. My prediction for the game? Pain. If the slappers are about, you better watch out. But no, I think it's going to be a comfortable victory for Manchester United. We're going to be too strong for them. We're going to have too much for them, too much class. And we're going to put in a good performance, and we're going to win 3-0. That's what I think. Zlatan Ibrahimovic with a brace. And then let's give Paul Pogba the benefit of the doubt and say he's going to score a 30-yard screamer. That's my predictions for the game. Let me know what you guys think about it below. Please do get your team selections and your predictions for the game in below in the comments section. Smash a like on this video. It'd be much appreciated. Also, make sure you tune in on the channel tomorrow. I will be doing a live stream match companion for the game, so make sure you tune in for that and watch the game along with me. For now, this is the Pig Sen. Thanks very much for tuning in to Flying Pig United. I'll catch you very soon. Watch your back, David Moyes, because you're going to get freaking battered, son. Make sure you come back on the channel tomorrow to tune in for the live stream match companion for the Sunderland versus Manchester United game taking place around lunchtime. We're going to batter those Black Cats, so make sure you come by, stop by, join in, get interacting, and watch the game along with me. This is the Pig on Flying Pig United. Thank you for watching. Smash a like on this video. Get your thoughts and comments, predictions in below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. And come on, United! You are nothing, you are a fool, and you are a waste of time. Good night. I'm fantastic, kid, you got a nervous disposition. Stop dissing a master tactician, disaster man on a mission. I'm faster and faster, your mum in all the wrong positions. When I'm through with her, she'll need an obstetrician. My boys are Memphis and Daily, we the Dutch crew.